You know, Brent, I'm thinking, had you not come, I might be back fixing this fence in a year.
You're lucky I stopped you from using the wrong screws.
I'm still not sure what was wrong with the ones we had.
Hey, those screws didn't have the right coating and they weren't rated for exterior use and would have rusted. We all know what happens to rusty screws. They fail and your fence would have failed.
I didn't think there was that big of a deal with coatings.
Coatings make all the difference in the world, man. Different coatings for different jobs. Let's break it down. I'll make it a little easier to understand.
I'm never gonna get to eat, am I?
Screw coatings do a lot more than just make your fasteners look good. They're also critical for corrosion resistance, which prevents rust and breakdown, lubrication, which helps the screws drive in smoothly, and material compatibility, where some coatings work better with pressure-treated wood. If you're working outdoors or anywhere with moisture, choosing the right coating makes all the difference in performance and longevity. Let's start with zinc-coated screws. It's one of the most widely used coatings in the industry. Zinc by itself is a sacrificial coating, which means it will corrode ahead of the steel underneath. It does not have long-lasting corrosion resistance like an exterior coated screw.
So use it inside in dry conditions.
Exactly. Big Timber's YTX yellow zinc coated screws are a great example. Outdoors, like on that fence, you want to go with an exterior rated coating. There's a lot of different proprietary blends out there, but Big Timber most commonly uses our bronze or black 3X coating. It gives you a triple layer of protection, making it ideal for high exposure areas like this deck, fences, and that big greenhouse you're building.
So will these work with pressure treated wood?
Absolutely. They're ACQ compatible, which means you can use it in any pressure treated lumber. Now, if you had a deck next to water, say around a hot tub, then you want to use stainless steel screws. It contains chromium, which forms a protective layer when exposed to oxygen. It's super durable.
Yeah, but have you seen the price of stainless steel screws? I mean, zinc screws will work for a little while, and they're cheaper.
Yeah, for a little while. And that's about exactly how long this deck would have lasted had you used those screws. We call that a callback special. Saving money now is only going to cost you time and money later.
Hey, speaking of saving time and money, you know not all screws come ready to go out of the box. I mean, some are really hard to put into hardwoods, but you know what? I'm going to teach you a little something. I bet you don't know this. I went into the bathroom and I found some fancy soap, and all you have to do is just rub the threads on like this, and then it goes in like butter.
Yeah, that old school wax, soap, or candle stub trick. It'll work in a pinch.
Man, you do know everything, except maybe how to be quiet and have a little lunch.
Yeah, and I also know there's a better way, and one that the buyer of that fancy soap would really appreciate. Some screws, like the ones with Big Timber's Peak Performance lubricating coating, come with a built-in low-friction coating that does the same thing without having to raid the bathroom. It reduces friction. Hey, less resistance means smoother driving. It speeds up the installs, less work and less hassle, and it extends the tool life. Less strain on your drill and driver.
You mean to tell me that most Big Timber screws are pre-lubricated? Do you know how much time that would save me pretending I didn't know what happened to the fancy soap?
Beyond protection and performance, coatings can also be used for aesthetics. If you're working on a project where appearance matters, screw coatings in different colors can provide the protection you need while giving the finished project a clean and professional look.
So let me see if I get this straight. You have zinc for the indoors, bronze and black 3X coating for the outdoors. And then you have stainless steel for wet conditions like near the hot tub. And then all of them have the Big Timber Peak Performance coating to lube them up and make sure they go in easy.
That's right.
Wow. You know, I think I'm going to be able to tell my customers why it's worth it to buy Big Timber as opposed to those cheap screws.
And that's the idea, Bill.
Wait, that's it?
Yeah, sure.
Can we eat now?
Go ahead. I'm gonna go wash my hands first.
Can you put this back for me?
Yeah, sure. Leave me do your dirty work, Bill.
Thanks, buddy.